biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion Denver Broncos and the champions of the NFC, the Los Angeles Rams. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching, Greg, and for the players, this moment, they've built so much, and now it's here, a chance to take the field in the biggest football game.
We're here all week, Mike, from every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, the regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
Now, it's Nix. First down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2nd and 10. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Denver first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
this down inside the 45. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
First down, Los Angeles.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. It's another run here for Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. To the outside, he's got Smith. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
On the return, here's Mims. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
On the stop.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd down and 9. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, Broncos.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Nix. A short one into the hands of Troutman. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A run with Dobbins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
On fourth down, out is the rookie sixth-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Rams offense ready to take over for their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Stafford. And to the left side, pulled in by Higbee. And he'll be taken down up around the 42-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
First down, Rams.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, give them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Man in motion is Smith. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Look wide, get this one complete. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Yard pickup on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That is fielded at the 13. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22 as we are ready to get back underway. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
It's now 3rd and
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
Here's their punter now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Here comes Smith on the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Rams offense ready for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Play action now for Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run. You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
The motion man is Nakua. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
2nd down. Nix. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Troy Franklin, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's going to look for the home run ball. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. Set to go now on 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Nix. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Denver 1st down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and first down.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
He was brought down at the 26. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Here's Nix to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A 37-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Broncos will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. The motion man is Nakua. He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. They'll go again with Williams. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, L.A.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Third and 7. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, team's willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Here's Ethan Evans now, as he is on to punt for the Rams. Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline, nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nick. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. This one, returnable. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Slant into the hands of Smith.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
It is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Rams.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A shotgun snap to Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
The motion man is Nakua. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams they tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. On the return, here comes Corum. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
You can almost hear the conversations on the sideline. So they spend the halftime talking about, we can't let up. We've got to come back and extend our lead here to start the second half. And they come out and get a huge boost with a terrific kickoff return.
Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. Not a whole lot happening there. It's just a short pickup.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of game.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
It's going to be third. They need one. They'll try to sneak it here. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had an end. He does. First down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's second and inches at the 10-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Now it's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, fourth down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
27-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams up the lead to 8. It's now 11-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
McLaughlin now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton.
Nixon's pass complete to Cortland Sutton. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 4. He'll give it to Dobbins. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. It's Darius Williams up to make the stop.
At the 31. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3. Next, from the gun, on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, it's Ingram. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Play action now. It's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Rams offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They run over center with Williams. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Stafford now on 3rd down. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
First down, Rams.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Man in motion is Smith. A give, and here comes Williams. Lots of space, past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
First down.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed, great run.
Man in motion is Smith. They go play action with Stafford. That one caught by Adams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go with Williams. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. To throw is Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll get about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Out of the gun, Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
The motion man is Nakua. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
One quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Stafford. That is caught, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. To Davante Adams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. On first down, here's Nix to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On second down, it's Nix. He connects with Mims. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. They get 19 on that pass play. First down, Broncos.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
What can they do here on third down and 7? He's going to air this one out. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he is going to have the Broncos first down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Throwing, Nix. made there by Sutton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes in the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now Nick's going to look to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's a gain of 16 yards. And it sets up 1st and goal.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are.
And he will score! Game on! J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
Makes the score Rams 18, Broncos 10.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They put Adams in motion. Stafford now to throw on 1st down. That's out wide to Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. The shotgun, it's Stafford. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Rams as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th-quarter lead. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward for a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
Big hole up the
line.
middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Just under 2 minutes to play on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. Now on second and long. They'll drop to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Third and 3.
Nix from the gun on third down. To the goal line and in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for 2.
The Broncos will line up.
They're going to try to run it in. And he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for 2. Unable to tie this football game up. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
The Rams offense ready to take over once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but one first down will essentially end the game. On the give, it's Williams. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. It's another run here for Williams. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Third and a yard. Back to throw is Stafford. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. The Rams punting unit coming out as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Intended for J.K. Dobbins. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players. And that's exactly what they did here. And they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
That's another.
And the Rams have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle, tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team, and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from